let's start the Archon Quest. I don't know why, but like sometimes the PS4 just takes longer than the mobile version. Might be because it's maybe different servers. No, it's the same server as the server, so I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it. Alright, here we go.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible, and treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra? Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry. The guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, How well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So,
Also true.
in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Huh. Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Still very risky.
I'm
plan by
so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembargo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this...
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
Alright. Time to... What time? I guess just 2 days.
Most humans. Time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert!
Really make for terribly dull reading.
Alright. Let's do this. I wonder how far I am. I barely started yesterday, so probably... Oh god. I don't even know. Never know.
Look! Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. They are our only leads.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Nobody's given me this much. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash up.
Emerge, right now. Take yourself to room. Come on out, right here. Right now.
Solidify!
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been...
You pitiful Dendro Archon...
I'm a
King Deshret will curse you, and you...
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino. I will...
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes. Things went perfectly.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Rahman there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows I won't make jokes about things like that. If we need help, Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them
I
waiting.
am so ready for when Dayhawk becomes playable. I think like 3.5, I think. In the desert.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. All right, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
After all, he is the number 2.
We sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis Di and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone you know.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want? Paimon's not sure we can afford it.
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they smile. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried. Looking good! I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Pardis Di.
All right, let's go meet up with Tignari. I really
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend idea. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right, then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Party's DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the Academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent.
Why is he taking Hypatia to...
So you mean...
Snezhnaya?
You're leaving...
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis Di. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the Academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really concerned me.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, You are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to investigate this matter.
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe. Please
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the Academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right. We've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the Academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The Academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long. But in the end, it still caught up to him.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the Academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. In that case, I must keep my promise and help you however I can. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
I think in the trailer we saw him leaving port almost, but I'm not sure.
According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him.
But we have no idea where he went.
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail,
Oh, we get to
but he
see
still
Dan.
left some traces.
I think.
Or
Like actual
perhaps
running model.
he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going to...
That's right. Let's go to the port.
tracking skills, seems we found the...
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Look! Fatui soldiers! Quesadilla's tracking skills seems...
Shh! Don't. The port is crawling with
Let's keep going and see...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Oh my god. Okay.
This place will do. We can hide Huh?
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only And where are all the soldiers?
They were all here just a few minutes.
So this was a trap. Wait.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatu...
Oh no! Are you saying they're going...
Let's go!
Well, time to make a rescue. Is this NPC number 2 that we're gonna see die? Hopefully not. Cutscene, where are you? Okay.
Paradis Di is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Paradis Di for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Paradis Di now? I'm pretty sure you're not.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing. I may be staying at Paradis Di as a scholar, but that does. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Tighnari, are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yeah, Tighnari, beat him up!
The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
I will end you.
Order guide you!
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We
got it!
Shouldn't we have done that before?
Hypatia's still here. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What? The ballot?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
I've only met you twice,
But, where
including
is he?
this one.
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Paradis Di and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right? That's impossible.
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it. But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. Yes. What is it? Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares, but you're wrong.
I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking and sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging. Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift, just like my expression of affection towards Hypatia. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Ah! Paimon used thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Palantir? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while. Where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Tainari and Dia still... Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey!
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before.
Struck by light?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. My wound aside, you look like you've...
Hey, didn't I tell you...
Just in case. Thank goodness she's...
Hey,
I understand my condition.
ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
So that's what you were talking to the balladeer about?
The academias.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess. And as long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set...
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to. Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the balladeer.
You said the balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past.
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the balladeer...
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan.
Yay! That's a big accomplishment.
I'm also...
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party Stia. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
Alright, let's just fast forward time a little bit. Which one is it? Oh, there it is, there it is. I really hate that they have you make... They have to make you do quests. Otherwise, well, yeah, I wouldn't do them. I just want to get along with the story. Goodbye, cool.
It's nice to see you again. Oh, hey there, Traveler in Paimon. Are you here for some shopping? That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be it's something like a tradition. Rehearsals are exhausting. Mr. Zubair,
I'm just fast forwarding it so I can get to the Archon Quest.
We've been to a lot of festivals during art. Will your celebration? Of course. So we'll need to bring a present. No way! Treat others how you want to be treated, right? But maybe you could lend... You can come, present or not. You two being there would be the best gift of all. Is something up? Yeah, but for now, I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest, and she'll be better soon. It's all thanks to you and Nilu that we managed. You're way too much compared to you. I really didn't do much at all. Anyway, all that aside, Paimon thinks it'll be a great time. All right, then let's head to the... Wait, I completely forgot about this. Whoa, did you buy them? Just one box. The rest were given to me. That's way too many freebies. All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back. So this isn't even all of... are you sure? Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of... I'm so... Well, let's hurry up.
Alright, now can we start the Archon Quest? Damn it.
In my opinion, Jutes is the best stall in the whole bazaar.
What? I really hope we don't have to do the entire quest.
Oh! Well, if it is...
Greetings, Mr.
Of course I do! I've heard... Although...
Please allow me to introduce them. And this is No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler! She introduced Paimon correctly!
She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices.
Don't think anything of it. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, that reminds me. It seems...
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like... Its aroma is just so wonderful.
But is it
I just can't help myself. We're 2 peas in a pod!
Wait here. I'll bring some...
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough! No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in... I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged...
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 serving, don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
Nilu, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the Sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
Jude said that some Sumpter beasts...
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that.
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war. So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, Sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and so even if a Sumpter beast got...
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic? So you mean everything he just said to Paimon was a lie?
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the Sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value. Our Nilu here is an extraordinarily good listener. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. 1, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to—
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards. Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me more to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about— Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it.
Wow,
Hurry and take it.
There's still one more store. Are you alright holding—
Hurry up so I can get the Archon
About time,
Quest.
Nilu. Farhad.
Please, I was only looking at them.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just...
Yeah, please wait for our—
These 2 look familiar. Ah, weren't they at the sub...
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh, yes, please do.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory...
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you...
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hop?
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on?
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child size.
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of...
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. I'm a porter by trade.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear for— Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilu saw right through you.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though, we'll each need to carry a box.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, strength and balance are both—
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload.
sure was a lot of stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumter Man. Whew. Paimon's definitely
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken away. Of course. Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away. That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them with—
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the— so really, don't worry about it. Alright, I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater. Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of— You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice. Let's take a break and immerse ourselves in this warmth.
Oh, sweet.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experiences.
All right. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now. To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Huh? Wait, you mean that's it?
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us up now?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them. You... Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Cyno doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah! Say something to boost morale!
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Nilu!
Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, but you also look like you're up to no good.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you? You mean you also want to discuss something important with me?
Yes. Something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the
Huh? Wait, you're seriously inviting me? I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru, well, that I've ever met. Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well.
That's right!
I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay, I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep, it's a grand plan and we're all super...
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so...
Okay.
Yep, good night, everyone!
Alright, let's go save her.
Every
Today's the Academia's Niagarbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action.
This is the best stall.
Oh, Hatham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Hello, you two.
Not really. What about you all, Hatham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be
You just...
It's crucial to dissipate any tension.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Niagarbaha Day, arguably the most important date at the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, That's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Nyargarbaha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All the...
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or...?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Alright, let's wreck some shit.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you
That's me. Is some...
no. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion?
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I—
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a— Look, based on what you already know, the—
Is that so? The sages search for you, so, from the start—
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proved—
As I expected.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right.
Wow, that was easy.
What the heck just happened?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced him. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding. Nowadays, the Academia is rampant with this type of scholar. They're obvious farces of it.
Wow. So there are special ways...
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the
There are a lot of students...
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyargarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own... Just act natural.
What's this platform?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use.
Are we gonna take it then?
No, not right now. We can't guarantee...
You think the Grand Sage will act, and after he does, we'd sneak past...
Who knows?
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you. Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of... An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts.
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure. But compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon. It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum. Excellent.
You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. You seem to know quite a bit. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work, creating a god. Yes, we are if humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali, what can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore the ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are not only are they acting against the academia, but
I'll hate them?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of
I'll hate them? So we finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with... As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information...
We'll be monitored, just...
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an act... To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's... Are you not familiar with the concept? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you would mentally... Your ploy was...
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting...
Must I delineate your entire plan? First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Rebat. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant...
Maybe Paimon should...
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've...
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still with... If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanal, sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside. As for Sino, According to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me.
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. No, even if you impugn me, it would have little effect.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the... However, under the current circumstances...
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight is turned to fight at long last. Guards! Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
Come on, he has a vision.
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbahar Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
That sly motherfucker.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right, right! Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk he poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's... According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Suristhana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the Sanctuary of Suristhana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up,
You've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Al-Haytham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida after... There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal! Whoa! It's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure! Here? No signal again! Is it getting jammed? Here? No signal again! Is it getting jammed?
Where the hell do I go? There we go. There we go.
Huh? Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything?
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying, kept listening to my people and their hearts, kept looking for a way to save Irminsul, so I can catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me, and I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning.
Who are you? Whose voice is that? It sounds familiar. You're right, though. I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
Holy shit, he
fine.
talked an
It's
actual
just-
sentence.
When I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyargarba days? Yep! So that means...
Let's go!
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, And this one is especially important.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on the subject. But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry. They've been through worse. Everything's going to be fine.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Oh, we get to take control of Nilu.
With all my strength.
Nilu, how's it going?
Definitely more than usual.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance.
You sure know how to talk.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to...
Ooh, that sounds great.
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to...
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better?
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilu. Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our bait... Do you want some candy?
Vihar, thank you so... I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the...
You have a point.
Yeah, thanks to you.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
Huh. How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's great that come to think of it. When did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too Speaking of, didn't it's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he's still... Let's review. Paimon remembers that Nilou's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully with the doctor's technological support.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also... I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the Academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances?
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so, the misleading information will be disseminated.
Sure sounds complicated. That's pretty clever. I just have one question. Even if we managed...
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing, too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilou of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this.
All right. After the guards in the Academia are gone...
Then it'll be time for me and my...
Riot!
Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the Academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the Academia, this is our hunting ground.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
Yeah, all they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation. Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach them a good lesson today.
Indeed, the trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place.
You gave such an important task.
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so... Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord...
You've got a point. Anyway, I think I see them coming.
Good luck.
this outfit.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isaac? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Oh, yeah, I remember, of course.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, you only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa. I won't get cold.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isaac. Take a deep breath and go. You can do this.
What the fuck?
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a
Huh? Did I just see something? I'd better go have a look. Were my eyes playing tricks on me? I should go check to see if someone's hiding them. There seems to be nothing here.
Good thing they didn't find me. I was close.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh no, they found me. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand... Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you? Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition, or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is...
You've spent all your time hiding away in the Academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves!
This is odd. The Academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Niagarbaha days. Where are the guards? Why have I...
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali...
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham... What manner of trickery did they employ? How could... disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Let me check. Here. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped. The Akasha indeed contains this info. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring? Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now... Have you been to the Sanctuary of Surasthana to
confirm? No, I haven't. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but... Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that way?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you trying to use my words against me?
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the Sanctuary of Surasthana on my own.
Yes, Grand Sage.
What a tool.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the Sanctuary of Surasthana. Go... How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes.
What a comical sight, Azar. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino, have you been waiting for a chance like this? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me, but I didn't expect it to turn out like this. I was careless.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the Sanctuary of Surasthana. under your own regulations. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamatra?
No. I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you.
Yeah.
So now,
okay.
How about judgment in the name of a god?
Sino!
How long? Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside. Yeah, but aren't you scared? Thinking about it, at least when Paimon thinks of Nahida.
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time.
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into... Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusan. So, hurry to the Sanctuary of Sir... We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do that. Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Hopefully, we're almost done. But I think I'll stop there today. Stop here today. All right. Let me just check my party really quick.
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
I'll end it here today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll finish the Archon Quest and we'll finally get to face the Scourge boss. But if not, we'll do it Saturday, I guess. Yeah, probably Saturday. But until then, like and subscribe, and I hope you've enjoyed the content. Like I said, we'll probably be finishing it tomorrow, if not Saturday or Sunday. Hopefully before the weekends, because I want to face the weekly bosses. And then let's see, next week is the JP event for FGO, so I don't think, but I don't think I'm gonna be summoning for that because I'm gonna be saving for Lost Belt 7, which is hopefully first week of December, so we can get a Christmas event. Because, well, if you've been keeping up, so you'll know why. But until, and then I'm not summoning anything FGO&A until when was it? Not Thanksgiving, but like Lost Belt 5.5. But that won't be until like the second week of Lost Belt 5.5.
Must be
So
given
probably
to
won't
the
be
will
until December,
of every
since
creature.
they said 5.5
Each
will
fish
be
in the ocean
December.
swims
I
in
mean
its
November.
own direction.
So, but hopefully I can do some Deer Days content and maybe some Pokemon, because I know December will be very, very busy for me. Anyway, this is Tyranno King. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Like and subscribe, leave a comment if you want. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.